Hello friend, welcome back to my lecture on Java Servlet, and this is very important part of J2 technology. And in previous class I have discussed about uh, GSP and about GSP as well as GSP programming, GSP and Java Beam, and lots of things I have covered in, in previous some of my previous lecture. So today I am starting the first lecture on Java Servlet. So Servlet is a web component and managed by a container that generates dynamic content. So basically, servlet is used for server-side programming, and it runs in web server. And servlet are small, and but the main benefit of servlet, they are based on programming language, and this is request response model, and it is based on behavior of the hypertext transfer protocol. Servlet interact with the web client via a request response paradigm implemented by the servlet container. So servlet is one of the important part of this programming language, and the JSP program ultimately convert on Java servlet. That's why servlet is also very important portion of the J2E architecture. So I am starting by a program. Suppose you can see here in this program we have given a simple form where we are giving two value, user ID and password. So you can see here the first text box is user ID, and its ID name is ID, and the second text box is password, and its name is password. So name also mentioned here, and type is text box, and this is not text box, this is password. Password is basically a type of text box, but the feature of password text box, it will display whatever we'll write, it will convert it into asterisk sign or any other special character sign. So actual password will not be displayed. So that's why we are taking here input type password, and then we have a button input type submit and value login. Its value is login. It will be the button will be the caption of button will be login, and when we will click on the button, it will activate the welcome file, and method is get. So we have been get and post. There are two methods. Post is more secure than get method. So you can see here we have given here get method. So corresponding to the get, in JSP code we have do get function, and suppose we have suppose we mention here method equals to put, then will be use here do post. So this is do get, and accordingly do post. In some other program I will show you, sometime we write here do post. So here we have written do get, but in some program we also we write do post. So so this is the JSP, this is the Java servlet code. So you can see here the public class welcome class, and it extends from HTTP servlet. So the name of class is welcome. So as per the name of class we will have the file name will also be welcome. जिस नेम की क्लास होती है उसी नेम की फाइल नेम भी होती है. So you can see here the action form action equals to welcome class, means we will execute welcome dot class file. When we will write the welcome class, it means we have welcome dot java file, and when we will compile the file, then it will convert it into welcome dot class. So it means we are activating here the action is welcome dot class, and method is get. So this get method, we have corresponding method is do get. So this is Java servlet. Basically Java servlet is a Java programming, and the difference between core Java programming and the servlet programming. Servlet programming is a server side programming. So the statement of server side programming are somehow different from the core Java program, but the concept will be same. We'll declare the here class, and inside the class we will have do get function. Instead of writing here public static void main, we'll write here do get function. So whenever we will connect with the server, always it will execute do get function, not public static void main और not public void paint function. जैसे applet में हम paint function यूज करते हैं, core java में public static void main करते हैं, but here in case of java servlet we will use do get function, and which is inside the welcome class, and this welcome, and this is the user defined class, maybe some other name also here. So we have mentioned here welcome class name, and it extends from the HTTP servlet. So we are doing the servlet programming, so we will extend it from HTTP servlet. So you can see the feature of Java servlet, some of the feature. Servlet interact with web client via request response paradigm, and servlets are small, run by web server. So always for web server we'll write a program using servlet or JSP in J2E framework, and servlet is a web component managed by the container and generated dynamic content, and it is request response model. So we have written here request response model. So so you can see here, so this is request response model, means when we will write here do get function, so we will have request and response. RESP is the object of response and REQ is the object of request. So we will have two class, HTTP servlet request and HTTP servlet response. So we will write in an argument of do get function HTTP servlet request and HTTP servlet response. Request and response are two objects of two different classes, request class and response class. So these are two classes. So you can see here request response model based on the behavior of the hypertext transfer protocol. So this is based on hypertext transfer protocol, means we will extend it from HTTP servlet. Now how servlet work? See in this flowchart, it receive request and servlet, it will find that servlet is loaded. If servlet is loaded and if servlet is current, then process the request. If not loaded, then it will go to here and it will again load the servlet. If servlet is current, then yes, then it will process request. If no, then load servlet. Once request will be processed, response will be sent. So this is the flow chart of servlet, of running servlet, how to run, how to execute servlet, and this is our program. So we have written this first program index.jsp. We will write it as index.jsp, as well as we can write here index.html. ये भी लिख सकते हैं, index.html भी लिख सकते हैं. So we'll move on action keyword, and this action will activate welcome class, and we have get method. So inside the welcome class it will execute get method, and in case of post method, in case of method equals to post, it will run put function. So now see the get function. So get function having two argument, one is HTTP servlet request REQ, its object, and the RESP, which is the object of HTTP servlet response. And we are throwing servlet exception and IO exception, because we will do input output programming as well as servlet programming. So that's why we are using here two exception. So for all these classes we have to import statement also. So this welcome class is inside CMP package, and before starting we will write here import java.io.io exception, because we are using here IO exception. So we will have to write here java.io.io exception package. All three are package. This package is inside IO package, and IO is inside Java package. And then we are writing print writer. When we will send the response, then we will use print writer package, means we have to write something. So that's why we will import here java.io.print writer. So we'll have it, we'll have this statement print writer. We will use here print writer class also. So this print writer class is inside java.io.print writer package. And also we are using java x.servlet exception. So this is Java extended, means advanced version of Java. So servlet exception is there in Java X. So you can see here servlet exception class. So this S of this servlet exception is capital and E also capital. So it is class or it is package. javax.servlet exception and javax.servlet.http servlet, because we are extending from HTTP servlet. So this is HTTP servlet class, but HTTP servlet is also a package. And also we are writing import javax.servlet.http servlet request. So inside this HTTP servlet request package, we have HTTP servlet request class, because as and are capital in here. So when we will capitalize each word, then it is class. Import javax.servlet.http servlet response. So we will have HTTP servlet response class also. And for session tracking, we'll use as javax.servlet.http session. So here we are not using in this program any session tracking. So this is optional. We can hide this one, and we can delete this line also. So now see inside the program. However, we have mentioned HTTP session, so that's why it is given here. So we have written here HTTP session request dot get session. तो ये वाली कमांड तब जरूरत है जब हम सेशन ट्रैकिंग करते हैं. वैसे इस प्रोग्राम में हम सेशन ट्रैकिंग नहीं कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये प्रोग्राम यहीं पे खत्म हो रहा है. फिर अगला प्रोग्राम ये JSP का प्रोग्राम है, तो इसलिए हमने यहाँ पे दिया तो है, पर ये यूज नहीं हो रहा है. इसको हटा भी सकते हैं, इस लाइन को हटा सकते हैं. In next class I will discuss about how to establish session in Java servlet. Now we have this first form where we are giving here a name and password. This is name, this is password variable. So we are giving input name and password, and then we are submitting. Means this is login form. So see in this program, we will write here request.get parameter ID, request.get parameter password. So you can see here ID and password are two name or different text box. So we have given here request.get parameter ID, request.get parameter password. So whatever we will write, we'll convert it into string form. So we have mentioned here string. This is typecasting, and ID will be converted into string, and password is also converted into string. So we will have name and password are two variable. Name is a string variable, password is a string variable. So this first value is transferred to the name variable, and this second variable will be transferred into same variable password. So ये name, these are two variable of this index.jsp, name and password, and these name and password will be transferred to the name, and ID and password will be transferred into name and password variable of web server. So this is the program of web server. This is welcome.java. This is Java program. This is servlet program, and we have to compile this program. After writing the complete program, we have to compile this program. So we have name and password, two variable, and now the value which we have written in different two text box, that will be transferred to the server. Now this is request, and now we are coming on response. So we will send back to response. So see this diagram. We are sending the request from client to server. So this is server and this is client. From client we are sending the request, means we have sent ID and password to the server. Now server has to print this ID and password as a response to the client. He will send to the client. So from web server to client, web server will write the response on client. So that's why we need a print writer class. Okay, so and we will mention here the response, the content type of the response. The content type of response is text oblique HTML. It is either text or HTML. So we have mentioned, we have to mention here text oblique HTML, and we will also take print writer class. So we will write the response on client. So out is the object of print writer class, and response dot get writer. So this is this response, means we have one object, response object, the response dot get writer. So we'll obtain the writer for the response class. So means this response will be written on client, and out is the object of this. So you can again you can see the diagram where when client request to server means ID and password will transfer to the server, and web server will write, it will obtain a object for writer, and it will write whatever it has, web server has the information, it will write that information to the client. So that's why we have written here the object of print writer class. Out is the object of print writer class. And now we'll use this out object and out.println. We'll write here out.println, out.println, all out.println statement. So we will write a HTML program, and that program will be written on client, because out equals to response.get writer, and response equals the content type of response equals to text of the HTML, and this response RESP is the object of HTTP response, and that response will be transferred to the client from web server to क्लाइंट, वेब सर्वर से क्लाइंट पे ये ट्रांसफर होगा। और ये किस फॉर्म में होगा? इट विल बी ट्रांसफर्ड इनटू एचटीएमएल फॉर्म बिकॉज इट इज एचटीटीपी रिस्पॉन्स, सो इट विल बी ट्रांसफर्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एचटीएमएल. So we have mentioned here HTML, then head portion we have skipped here, and then we will start body, and body is closed here, HTML is closed here, but all the HTML tag will be inside out.println. These are out.println, and we have out.print. Name is the value of name which we have already received through get parameter, and the value of password already received from the get parameter. So name is and password is. So we will mention here name and password, name password, and this is line break. So it will be displayed on the client window, but the value which is transferred to server, that is through request dot get parameter. So this is the program, and finally we'll flush the out this out object, this print item, this object of print item, and out will be closed. This print item object out will be closed. So this is the program of JSP. So you can see again some feature of JSP which which are like that. The servlet is managed by the servlet container and referred to as servlet engine and in the prior specification. तो servlet क्या है? servlet है managed by the servlet container से manage होते हैं, जबकि हमने JSP में देखा होगा तो there we have been JSP container. Servlet container together with web server or application server provide the HTTP interface to the world. And the third paragraph which can express the servlet container calls the servlet service method and passes an instance of servlet request and response. So it has been service method. So in next lecture I will discuss about the service method. And depending on the request method, the mostly get and post service clause, do get and do post function accordingly and correspondingly. In case of the get we have been do get function, and in case of post we have do post function. The servlet container is responsible for loading and instantiating the servlet and then calling init. And famous servlet container is Tomcat. So basically Tomcat is used for the servlet programming, and the initial function is init, like constructor in Java. So init is the basic function, it works like a constructor function. So these are some feature of the Java servlet. And you can see doGet. In doGet we have two argument, request and response. The first request is request HTTP servlet request and object of HTTP servlet request, and the second one is the object of HTTP servlet response. So we will also have do get, do put function, do post function, and in case of do post we have same argument. So we will write same argument in case of do put function. And this is the first function, index.jsp, already discussed with you. And this is web.xml. So inside the web.xml we will write here servlet name welcome and servlet class is cmp dot welcome. So you can see again, this is servlet class and file name is welcome.java, and servlet class name is this and package name is this. So welcome is inside cmp package. So you can see here servlet class equals to cmp dot welcome, and it will be closed by slash servlet, and servlet name is welcome, servlet का name welcome है. So servlet will be start here and servlet will be close here. This is servlet mapping. Again servlet name welcome, and url pattern, its url pattern is slash welcome slash url pattern. This is closing of servlet mapping. And welcome file is inside welcome file we have welcome file index.jsp. So you can see here the first file is index.jsp. So this is index.jsp welcome file index.jsp slash welcome file, and it will be closed welcome file list. Inside welcome file list we will write welcome file, means this is initial file. So the program will start by the index.jsp. So this will be closed here, web app, web application, and it's closed by here web, and xml will close by यहाँ पे हमको slash xml we have to mention here slash xml. यहाँ पे हमको slash and xml will write xml. So it will be closed by the xml. So this is XML program, XML version, XML encoding, everything we will write. And this is web XML, and this is our servlet program. And we have mentioned here exception, so probable exception for the servlet program. So thank you guys, thank you very much. And you have seen how the Java servlet is important for us, and it's important part of this J2E framework. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening this lecture. And one more thing, guys, please push the subscribe button and press bell icon. Okay, thank you again.